Hello, good day. My name is Prince Yemi KASALI. Today we shall be talking about cost of sign up in MLM program. As we are moving into a new year, I feel there are a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs thinking of what next to do. A lot of people are thinking of changing company, while a lot of people are also thinking of improving plans in their present company. So I feel I should talk about one simple thing that attracts new young entrepreneurs, that is cost of sign up. Before I talk about this important issue, I need us to understand what MLM is. MLM is simply known as multi-level marketing, and also known as network marketing, direct sales, what do we call it, affiliate programs, and so on and so forth. But the major concept about MLM is simple. MLM is not the money distributive company we make it look like. The motive of an MLM company is to market their product via people-to-people system. That means people talk about their system for another people. They are paying people commissions from distributing or telling people about their products. Meaning your earnings are mainly commissions from what people in your team are buying. So if there are no products or service, then it's not legitimate, and it won't go for that far. It will never be forever. So back to our topic. Let's pick up an illustration. Assume we have a 5x5 matrix. What a 5x5 matrix simply means you have 5 people on your first row, on your first level, and those 5 is having 5 people under them, and they are also having 5 people under them till they reach the 5th level. So you'll be having 5 on your first row, 25 people in your second row, 125 people in your third row, 625 people in your fourth row, 3,125 people on your fifth row. So you'll be having a total number of 3,905 people in your matrix, in your system. So let's assume there are 2 companies, and the 2 companies are paying you 20% for each person that comes on board. That means whatever anybody buys from your first to 5 rows, you are receiving 20% of it. So we have a company A that has a sign up of $10 US. That means their product is $10 US, and we have a company B that is $100 US. So most of us will want to take the $10 US, and some will want to package themselves like, I am going for a bigger company, I can do $10. So they go for $100. But we need to really understand why we should pick $10 or why we should pick $100. It all depends on whoever is doing the business. In network marketing, in MLM, whatever you do, you would always earn. So far you understand the matrix, and you stay by the matrix. But let's talk about the $10 for a start. So which means on your first row of 5 people, you'll be earning $10. On your second row, you'll be earning $50. That means 25 people will earn you $50. On your third row, 125 people will earn you $250. While on your fourth row, 625 people will earn you $1,250 US. Your fifth row of 3,125 people will earn you $6,250 US. So the total number of people in that matrix is 3,905, while you'll be earning $7,810 US after finishing about 4,000 people, after having about 4,000 people in your team. Well, okay, let's talk about company B of $100 US, and they also pay 20% each from everybody that comes on board. So on your first row, you'll be having $100. That is, your 5 people will give you $100. Your second row of 25 people will give you $500 US. Your third row of 125 people will give you $2,500 US. And your fourth row of 6,250 people will give you that is $12,500 US. And your fifth row of 3,125 people will earn you $62,500 US. So and a total of 78,100 naira. Now let's look at the 2 matrix. The same matrix, the same percentage of earning. So on your first row, on your company A will earn you 7,810 for 3,905 people, while company B will earn you 78,100 US for 3,905 people. So you can see the difference. So which means if you're doing $100, by the time you finish your first 4 row, that means your first 4 row, even before you come to your 5th row, you would have earned times 2 of what you will earn in the $10 matrix. So you can see the difference. So when you're going for A, you should know why you're going for A. When you're going for B, you should know why you're going for B. So the advantage of complaint A, number one, it is very cheap, so it's affordable for all. So that means you have faster sign up. But the disadvantage is this. Number one, lots of unserious people, because of the amount, because it doesn't really worth much to them. You see a lot of people just jumping into the system without doing anything, and because they can, they can afford the money is cheap. So you see a lot of people that doesn't even understand the business, they just jump into it. So you have a lot of non-active people in the team. Then the second disadvantage is what we know as huge numbers of team with little reward. For example, you're having about 4,000 people with less than $9,000 reward, while you're having the same on the other matrix for 78,100. Now let's talk about complaint B of $100. The advantage, now it attracts matured minded people that really understand business, and people that really know what they are going to do when they are moving in. That means, and the second aspect of it is we have good money compared to the effort we are putting into the business. Then the disadvantage of complaint B, it takes a little time to see the right people, because you're talking about specialists now. People you are already putting it to a lynch. That means you are trying to attract some certain set of people, so you need more work there. Okay, the second aspect of it is you have to train yourself very well, because if you want to get me into a business of $100, you need to train yourself. You need to have empowered yourself. You really need personal development, a very serious one, so that at least you can convince me into the business. You can't just tell me you are going to handle blah 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 and you expect me into the business. So you have to work on yourself to be able to tell me to move into the business. So now it's left for you. Whatever you choose, at the end of the day, if it's a true MLM program, you're going to earn. But I just want you to understand that if you're going for a very cheap program, you'll not be earning much money on time. And you also see people moving in. But at the long run, if you're thinking of earning good money, you'll need a very wild matrix. And before you get there, you might get tired, because for example, you're doing a system where you need maybe 10,000 people to acquire $10,000, and where you have another system where you just need about 300 people to acquire $10,000. So what do? It now depends on you. It depends on what your ability can do, what your spirit tells you can handle. But what I'm only saying is you have to check it very well. You have to check the matrix. You have to see the total number of people that will be involved, and see if you can really do it before jumping into it. Don't just jump into a program because it is cheap. Don't just jump to a program because it is huge. Like I'm a big boy. I don't do small programs. You understand? So you have to be very, very careful when choosing, and at the same time, you don't choose a program that has outrageous amount of sign up. Like you're choosing a program that was about $300 to $500 sign up one time. Before you could get those kind of people into your team, you'll do a lot of work. My name is Prince Yemi KASALI once again.